In the ethereal realm, where time knows no bounds and space stretches infinitely, there exists a luminous presence, a being of boundless love and infinite wisdom, God. As the orchestrator of the cosmos, he stands before humanity, his radiance transcending earthly comprehension. With each step, the heavens themselves seem to part, revealing a figure enveloped in divine light. In his presence, there is a profound sense of serenity, a gentle reassurance that transcends mortal understanding. His gaze, filled with compassion and understanding, pierces through the veil of earthly existence, touching the very essence of each soul present. The air seems to shimmer with his presence, and a hushed reverence settles over all who behold him. As he speaks, his voice reverberates through the cosmos, carrying with it the weight of eternity. Each word is imbued with the power to move mountains, to calm storms, to heal wounded hearts. It is a voice that resonates deep within the soul, stirring dormant passions and igniting the flame of divine purpose. In his presence, time itself seems to stand still, as if the universe holds its breath in anticipation of his next utterance. There is a palpable sense of awe and wonder, an acknowledgement of the magnitude of his being. Yet, amidst the overwhelming grandeur, there is also an undeniable sense of intimacy, as if each individual is known and cherished on a deeply personal level. As God extends his hand in welcome, the barriers that separate humanity from divinity begin to dissolve, and a sense of unity prevails. In this sacred moment, all are equal in the eyes of the divine, bound together by the common thread of existence. It is a moment of profound significance, a divine encounter that transcends the limitations of mortal existence. In the presence of God, there is no need for pretense or posturing, for he sees beyond the facade to the true essence of each soul. It is a moment of unparalleled clarity, a stripping away of falsehoods and illusions to reveal the purity and beauty that lies within. In his presence, all are laid bare, their hopes and fears, their triumphs and failures, their joys and sorrows, exposed to the light of divine truth. As humanity stands on the threshold of eternity, bathed in the radiance of God's presence, there is a sense of profound reverence and gratitude. For in this moment, they are afforded a glimpse of the divine, a fleeting but indelible encounter with the source of all creation. And though the journey ahead may be fraught with challenges and uncertainties, they take solace in the knowledge that they are never alone, for God walks beside them, guiding them with his infinite wisdom and boundless love. In the hallowed presence of God, amidst the celestial symphony of his creation, there echoes a divine revelation, a revelation of purpose that transcends the confines of mortal understanding. As the gentle breeze caresses the soul and the stars shimmer with cosmic significance, God begins to unveil the intricate tapestry of existence, weaving together the threads of destiny with divine precision. With a voice that echoes through the corridors of eternity, God speaks of purpose, of a grand design crafted with love and intentionality. Each soul, he declares, is a masterpiece in the making, a vessel through which his divine will is made manifest in the world. From the depths of the cosmos to the innermost chambers of the heart, his purpose permeates every facet of existence, guiding the course of history and shaping the destiny of nations. As he speaks, the veil of ignorance is lifted, and humanity is invited to behold the magnificence of his plan. It is a plan marked by unfathomable grace and boundless mercy, a plan that extends beyond the boundaries of time and space to embrace all of creation. In the light of his revelation, the shadows of doubt and uncertainty are dispelled, and clarity dawns upon the horizon of human understanding. God's purpose, he declares, is not confined to lofty ideals or abstract concepts, but is intimately intertwined with the everyday experiences of life. It is found in the laughter of children, the embrace of loved ones, the beauty of nature, and the triumph of the human spirit over adversity. In the mundane moments of existence, his purpose unfolds, beckoning humanity to embrace the fullness of life's journey with faith and courage. Yet, amidst the grandeur of his purpose, God's voice carries a note of tender reassurance, a reminder that each soul is cherished and beloved in his sight. For even in the midst of life's trials and tribulations, he is ever present, guiding and sustaining his children with unwavering love and compassion. As humanity listens with bated breath, The weight of divine purpose settles upon their hearts, filling them with a sense of awe and wonder, for in that moment, they glimpse the true significance of their existence, a significance rooted not in worldly success or material wealth, but in their capacity to love, to serve, and to live in harmony with the divine will. In the revelation of divine purpose, there is a call to action, a call to embrace the fullness of one's potential and to live with intentionality and purpose. It is a call to rise above the mundane and the trivial, to seek the higher path laid out before them by the hand of God. And as humanity heeds this call, they embark upon a journey of transformation, guided by the light of divine purpose, towards a future filled with hope, fulfillment, and eternal joy. In the tumultuous currents of life, where uncertainty reigns and chaos threatens to overwhelm, there exists a beacon of light, a guiding force that offers solace amidst the storm. It is the voice of God, whispering words of wisdom and offering a path of hope amidst the darkness. As humanity navigates the treacherous waters of existence, beset on all sides by trials and tribulations, God's guidance serves as a steadfast anchor, a source of strength and stability in times of upheaval. His voice, though often soft and gentle, carries the weight of divine authority, cutting through the noise of the world to offer clarity and direction. In the face of adversity, God speaks words of comfort, reassuring His children that they are never alone, that He walks beside them, guiding their steps and guarding their hearts. He reminds them of His unwavering presence, a constant source of refuge in times of trouble. Yet, His guidance is not limited to moments of crisis alone. In the mundane rhythms of daily life, God's voice can still be heard, offering counsel and encouragement to all who would listen. Whether in the quiet solitude of prayer or the bustling noise of the world, His guidance is ever present, a beacon of light illuminating the path ahead. But to heed God's guidance requires humility and openness of heart. It requires a willingness to surrender one's own will and desires in favor of God's greater plan. It is a journey of faith, marked by trust and obedience, as humanity learns to rely not on their own understanding, but on the wisdom of the divine. For those who choose to heed His voice, the rewards are immeasurable. In following God's guidance, they discover a peace that surpasses all understanding, a peace that transcends the chaos of the world and fills the soul with serenity. They find purpose and meaning in the midst of uncertainty, knowing that they are walking in alignment with the divine will. And so, as humanity stands at the crossroads of destiny, faced with countless choices and endless possibilities, let them incline their ears to the voice of God. For in His guidance lies the key to true fulfillment and lasting joy, a joy that springs forth from a life lived in harmony with the divine purpose. In the heart of every individual lies a divine purpose, a unique calling whispered into the depths of their soul by the Creator Himself. This purpose is not arbitrary or capricious, but intricately woven into the fabric of their being, waiting to be discovered and embraced. God's voice echoes through the corridors of the human spirit, calling forth each individual to fulfill their destiny and contribute to the greater tapestry of existence. Yet, all too often, the cacophony of the world drowns out this sacred call, leaving humanity adrift in a sea of aimlessness and confusion. But to heed God's call is to unlock the fullness of one's potential and step into the destiny for which they were created. It is to align oneself with the divine will and participate in the unfolding story of creation. For within each soul lies a unique set of gifts, talents, and passions waiting to be unleashed for the glory of God and the betterment of humanity. To embrace one's divine purpose is to walk in alignment with the Creator, surrendering one's own ambitions and desires in favor of God's higher plan. It is a journey of self-discovery and self-sacrifice, marked by moments of clarity and moments of doubt, but always guided by the unwavering hand of divine providence. Yet, discovering one's purpose is not always a straightforward endeavor. It requires introspection, discernment, and a willingness to listen to the still, small voice within. It requires a humility to acknowledge that one's life is part of a larger story, a story written by the hand of God Himself. But as individuals lean into their divine purpose, they find a sense of fulfillment and satisfaction that transcends earthly measures of success. They discover that true joy is found not in the pursuit of personal gain, but in the service of others and the fulfillment of God's will. And so, let humanity heed the call of their Creator, embracing their divine purpose with courage and conviction. For in doing so, they will find themselves drawn into a grand adventure, a journey of discovery and transformation that leads to the very heart of God. In the depth of contemplation and prayer, the divine revelation unfolds like the petals of a blooming flower, revealing profound truths and timeless wisdom. As humans, we are called to embrace this revelation with open hearts and receptive minds, recognizing it as a precious gift bestowed upon us by the divine. Amidst the noise and distractions of the world, it is easy to overlook the subtle whispers of divine revelation. Yet, in moments of stillness and introspection, the voice of God becomes clear, guiding us along the path of righteousness and enlightenment. To embrace divine revelation is to acknowledge the presence of God in every aspect of our lives, to recognize His hand at work in the intricate tapestry of existence. It is to surrender ourselves to His divine will, trusting in His infinite wisdom and boundless love. Through divine revelation, we gain insight into the mysteries of the universe and the purpose of our existence. We come to understand the interconnectedness of all things and our role in the grand design of creation. With each revelation, we are called to deepen our spiritual understanding and align our actions with the divine plan. However, embracing divine revelation requires courage and humility. It requires us to set aside our preconceived notions and ego-driven desires and to submit ourselves fully to the guidance of the divine. It is a journey of self-discovery and transformation. As we allow the light of divine truth to illuminate the darkest corners of our souls, as we embrace divine revelation, we are filled with a sense of awe and wonder at the majesty of God's creation. We marvel at the intricacy of His design and the beauty of His handiwork. With each new revelation, we are reminded of the depth of God's love for us and His desire for our spiritual growth and enlightenment. In embracing divine revelation, we find strength and solace in the midst of life's challenges. We are uplifted by the knowledge that we are not alone, but rather guided and protected by the hand of God. With each step we take along the path of divine revelation, we draw closer to the source of all truth and wisdom, finding peace and fulfillment in His presence. In the grand tapestry of existence, there exists a path that transcends the limitations of the human mind, a path of surrender that leads to profound liberation and union with the divine. It is a path that calls upon us to relinquish our egoic desires and align our will with the greater cosmic order. To walk the path of surrender is to recognize that we are not the masters of our fate, but rather instruments of the divine will. It is a humbling realization that invites us to surrender our illusions of control and entrust ourselves to the wisdom of the universe. At the heart of surrender lies the recognition that resistance is futile, that our struggles only serve to perpetuate our suffering. It is a profound shift in consciousness, as we surrender our need to grasp and cling to outcomes, and instead open ourselves to the flow of life. Yet surrender does not imply passivity or resignation. It is an active surrender, an act of courage and faith in the face of uncertainty. It requires us to surrender not only our desires, but also our fears, doubts, and insecurities, to release the grip of the ego and surrender to the infinite wisdom that guides us. On the path of surrender, we are called to surrender not only to the divine will, but also to the divine love that permeates all of creation. It is a surrender born of trust, to trust that transcends the limitations of the rational mind and embraces the ineffable mystery of existence. In the surrender of the ego, we discover a profound sense of freedom that arises from the realization that we are not separate from the universe, but rather an integral part of it. It is a freedom that allows us to let go of the burdens of the past and the anxieties of the future, and simply be present to the infinite richness of the present moment. To walk the path of surrender is to surrender our illusions of separation and recognize the interconnectedness of all life. It is a path of compassion and empathy, as we surrender our judgments and prejudices and open our hearts to the inherent divinity of every being. In the embrace of surrender, we find peace, a deep and abiding peace that transcends the fluctuations of the external world. It is a peace that arises from the recognition that, in surrendering to the divine will, we are aligning ourselves with the eternal flow of life as we surrender more deeply to the divine presence within us. We come to realize that surrender itself is the ultimate act of empowerment. It is a surrender that liberates us from the shackles of the ego and allows us to step into our true power as co-creators of our destiny. And so, let us embrace the path of surrender with open hearts and willing spirits, trusting in the wisdom of the universe and surrendering to the infinite love that guides us on our journey. For in the surrender of the ego, we find our truest self, the radiant light of the divine shining brightly within us. In the cosmic symphony of existence, there is a rhythm, a dance of transformation that courses through the fabric of reality, shaping and reshaping the universe in an eternal cycle of creation and dissolution. It is a dance that invites us to surrender to the ceaseless flow of change and embrace the transformative power of the divine. At the heart of the dance of transformation lies the recognition that change is the only constant in the universe, from the birth of stars to the turning of seasons, from the ebb and flow of tides to the cycles of birth and death. Change is woven into the very fabric of existence. Yet, amidst the ever-changing landscape of reality, there is an underlying order, a divine intelligence that orchestrates the dance of transformation with perfect precision. It is a reminder that, even in the midst of chaos, there is a deeper harmony at play, a harmony that guides the unfolding of the universe according to divine purpose. To embrace the dance of transformation is to embrace the inherent impermanence of all things. It is a willingness to let go of attachments and expectations, and surrender to the flow of life as it unfolds in its infinite variety. It is a recognition that, just as the caterpillar must dissolve into the chrysalis to emerge as a butterfly, so too must we undergo periods of dissolution and rebirth in order to fulfill our highest potential. Yet, while the process of transformation can be daunting, it is also a source of profound growth and evolution. It is through the crucible of transformation that we are purified and refined, shedding the old and outworn aspects of ourselves to make way for the new. It is a journey of self-discovery and self-realization, a journey that leads us ever closer to the divine truth that lies at the core of our being. In the dance of transformation, we are invited to embrace the full spectrum of human experience, to welcome both joy and sorrow, triumph and defeat, love and loss. For it is through the fullness of our experience that we come to know ourselves more fully and awaken to the divine presence that dwells within us. And so, let us dance with abandon, knowing that every step we take is guided by the unseen hand of the divine. Let us surrender to the rhythm of the universe and trust in the transformative power of the cosmic dance. For in embracing change, we open ourselves to the infinite possibilities of creation and align ourselves with the eternal flow of life. In the sacred space between the human heart and the divine, there exists a profound alchemy, the alchemy of forgiveness. It is a transformative process that has the power to heal wounds, mend broken relationships, and set the spirit free. Forgiveness is not merely an act of kindness or mercy. It is a sacred duty, a path to liberation and spiritual evolution. It is a choice to release the burden of resentment and anger, and instead embrace the healing power of love and compassion. When we forgive, we untether ourselves from the chains of the past, liberating ourselves from the weight of bitterness and resentment. It is a radical act of self-love, a decision to free ourselves from the prison of our own making and reclaim our inherent dignity and worth. Yet forgiveness is not always easy. It requires us to confront our pain and acknowledge the harm that has been done. It demands courage, the courage to let go of the desire for revenge and instead choose the path of healing and reconciliation. In the act of forgiveness, we reclaim our power, the power to transcend the limitations of our ego and align ourselves with the divine will. It is a sacred journey of transformation, a journey that leads us to the heart of our true nature and reconnects us with the source of all love and grace. When we forgive, we open ourselves to the infinite possibilities of the present moment. We release the grip of the past and allow ourselves to be fully present to the beauty and wonder of life. It is a choice to live in harmony with the rhythm of the universe and embrace the flow of divine grace. Forgiveness is not a one-time event. It is a practice, a daily discipline that requires patience, persistence, and faith. It is a commitment to choose love over fear, compassion over judgment, and healing over division. As we walk the path of forgiveness, we come to realize that forgiveness is not something we do for others, it is something we do for ourselves. It is a gift we give ourselves, the gift of freedom, peace, and wholeness. In the embrace of forgiveness, we discover a profound sense of unity, a recognition of our interconnectedness with all of creation. It is a sacred dance of reconciliation, a coming together of hearts and souls in the spirit of love and understanding. And so, let us embrace the gift of forgiveness with open hearts and willing spirits, knowing that in forgiving others, we set ourselves free. For in the act of forgiveness, we open ourselves to the boundless grace of the divine and awaken to the truth of our shared humanity. In the culmination of this divine dialogue, as you stand at the threshold of your journey, know that you are held in the loving embrace of divine grace. It is a grace that transcends all understanding, a grace that knows no bounds, a grace that flows endlessly from the heart of the universe. Embrace this grace with open arms, for it is the source of all healing, all wisdom, all love. It is the gentle hand that guides you through the trails and tribulations of life, the steady voice that whispers words of encouragement in moments of doubt and despair. Know that you are never alone, for the presence of the divine is ever near, surrounding you with love and light. Allow yourself to be enveloped by this divine presence, to be filled with its peace and its power. In the embrace of divine grace, all things are possible. No dream is too big, no challenge too great, for with divine grace as your guide, you are capable of miracles beyond your wildest imagination. Trust in this grace, dear one, and surrender to its wisdom. Allow it to lead you on the path of righteousness, to guide you in the ways of love and truth. For in the embrace of divine grace, you will find true freedom, true fulfillment, true joy. So let go of your fears and your doubts, and allow yourself to be carried on the wings of divine grace to the heights of your divine destiny. And as you journey onward, know that the divine is with you always, guiding you, protecting you, loving you. For you are a beloved child of the universe, and nothing can ever separate you from the love of the divine. Embrace this truth, dear one, and let it fill you with peace and with hope. For in the embrace of divine grace, you will find everything you seek and more. Go forth now with courage and with faith, knowing that you are blessed beyond measure and that the divine is always by your side. And may the grace of the divine be with you now and always, guiding you, protecting you, and filling your heart with love. In conclusion, this divine dialogue serves as a sacred invitation, a call to awaken to the profound truth of your divine nature and the boundless love that surrounds you. Through these words, may you find solace in the embrace of divine grace, strength in the wisdom of divine guidance, and courage in the knowledge that you are never alone on your journey. As you reflect on the messages conveyed in this dialogue, may you be reminded of the infinite possibilities that await you when you surrender to the divine presence within and around you. May you walk forth with renewed faith, inspired to live a life aligned with love, compassion, and purpose. May this dialogue be a beacon of light in times of darkness, a source of comfort in moments of uncertainty, and a reminder of the eternal connection between your soul and the divine. And may you carry the essence of these sacred teachings with you always, shining brightly as a beacon of divine love in the world. May peace, love, and blessings accompany you on your journey.